Don't let your children parent their siblings if there is a solution or if there is an option, please, because it affects us way later in life in a way that you don't understand. Maybe you think you also don't know, because it's our first time living, all of us. It's first time for us to live here and we don't have it all figured out. But I would appreciate, and you are going to do your kid best if you don't let them parent their siblings. Welcome again to the Unfiltered Circle, and today I want us to do this intro together, okay? Me and you. So I'm going to say we keep it raw, you are going to say we keep it real, and both of us, we are going to say and we keep it moving. All right, you got it? Let's do. I say we keep it real. No, we keep it raw. You say we keep it real. And both of us, you're going to say, and we keep it moving. All right, let's go now. Welcome to the Unfiltered Circle. And here, we keep it raw. And we keep it moving. Yes, welcome Unfiltered Circle. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode. I love that you are coming back and I love that you are here. If you are new here, welcome to this Unfiltered Circle. We're trying to figure it out all together and we are keeping it moving together. Yes, today I'm wearing such a cute, nice dress, as you can see, by Luxembourg KE on Instagram. And they make custom made outfits, and this comes in all sizes. You can check them out. And my skin is courtesy of Divi Organics. I'm an acne prone girly, and if you don't know what to use on your skin, you are suffering from acne, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, or you just want to glow either on your face or on the body like I do, check out Divi Organics Africa on Instagram, TikTok, or you can call 0796428719. Free online consultation. If you don't know your skin type or what you need to use, you can check them out, or you can check us out. We provide solutions for all skin concern, be it acne, dark spots, skin analysis, hyperpigmentation. So let's glow together. If you want to glow on a budget, and it's very affordable. The packages are very affordable. Check out Divi Organics, which is going to sponsor this video. And let's now move right into the video. So as you can see from the title of this video, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe this and share, because this help me keep episodes coming, and I'm giving them out for free. Come on. So share this video even with your loved ones, and I thank you. I'm going to give you a minute to subscribe. So a moment of silence for new people who are tuning in for the first time, so that you can subscribe. Thank you. So as you can see from the topic of this video is the firstborn burden that nobody really speaks about. A firstborn burden that nobody really speaks about. So being a firstborn is a blessing. It is a blessing, but it can also be a burden. It can be a blessing and it can be a curse at the same time. I'm a firstborn. If you are not new here by now, you know that I'm a firstborn. We are 4 siblings in my family and I'm the firstborn. So my experience, and I've seen it online also, especially on TikTok, there are people dedicate their accounts to teach about the struggles or communicate about it, and I saw it wise to also give my experience so far and things that being a firstborn has taught me, the good sides of it and the bad sides of it as well. Unfiltered, just as it is, because here we keep it unfiltered and we keep it moving. So I'm a firstborn of 4 siblings. I have 1 sister and 2 brothers, as most of you might know, or if you don't know, now you know. So if you're a firstborn like me, you know that it's very hard. I've written down some of the experiences. I like writing down. I like writing so that I don't forget. I also like reading. So there are the good sides, the advantages, and also the negative aspect of what this has taught me, because typically it's a full-time career, and I think most, or 90 or 80% of my personality or who I am is based on the fact that I'm a firstborn. So let's roll into it. Okay, before even we roll into it, let me give you a little background story of me being a firstborn. So I'm the firstborn. I'm the first granddaughter. I'm also the firstborn in my family. So I'm the first to do everything. I'm the first to graduate in a university with a degree, bachelor's degree in my lineage. I'm the first to not get married at my age. So far I'm 24 right now. I'm the first to not have a kid, or not have a kid by now, I think so, being a firstborn. No, my sister has a kid, so I won't say I'm not the first. Oh yes, I'm still the first not to have a kid at my age. Yes, I'm the first to get my own apartment at this age. I'm the first to like break most generational curses of what my grandma and greatest grandma never had the opportunity to do. So this is what makes me, I'd say. So I take pride in it because it has built me. It has made me who I am today. But also, is it really all that rosy? No, if you ask me. So I had to parent my siblings at a very young age. I've known parenting my entire life, I'd say so. Maybe, and that has caused me to not want or desire kids of my own so fast. I think, like, as I associate parenting, or I associate motherhood with burden, because growing up, as little as I love my siblings, and don't take that for granted. I love them. They literally my life. To date, my sister is my best friend. My brother, I love them. But the circumstances and the situation that I had to grow up in forced me to be the bigger person, to be a parent when I was supposed to be a child, and all that burden, because there was a period in time when my mom had to leave and leave us alone in our homestead, and I'd be the one who was taking care of them. That literally means from bathing them, showering them, making their food, clothing them to school, checking their homework, feeding them, especially my younger brother. And this happened for a long time. And I remember one of the most traumatizing event was happened with my brother, my little brother, not the youngest one, but the taller one, the second last one. That is, there was a time we were left home alone, so my mom could come home once a week. The entire time I was with them. So, and this is in 2007 during the maandamano or whatever, during that circus that happened in the 2006. So we were left home and we used to go play at the neighborhood. And at this point, my brother used to be very heavy. He was a very heavy boy, and but he was very young, still not walking, but I think crawling. So I used to carry him at my back all the time. Most of the time, if we are going anywhere, I'm with him. Like, I was like his full-time caregiver. So during this time, we didn't know what's happening because it was violent and chaos all around. And we were at my neighbor's house, and you know what the neighbor told us? "You God, I don't want you people to die here." And then there were gunshots all over and stuff all over, and just chaos. My sister was quick one, so she ran alone. So it was me and the little brother. So I remember just fearing for my life, and at the same time I have this tiny little baby whose life also depends on me, and I have to literally crawl with him. It was hard. I think the place of my neighbor's place to our house was like a distance, and it was hard. So I remember just walking like 2 miles. I mean, 2 step, 3 step, I hear the gunshots, I go down, and the baby is also crying. So I have to like cover his mouth and be like, shh, shh, shh. And I'm crying, literally crying. And this went for like, I think 40 minutes. I eventually got home safe, and that's why you're seeing me here. But that was very hectic. Another one I want to go into, but different. Oh, the summary of it all, like, I had to be a parent at a way younger age. It gave me a lot of things to be the responsible one, because my sister, who is the one following me, actually I only have one sister, was very stubborn, and she didn't understand all this dynamic of whatever was happening. She's a free spirit. She was very stubborn, never at home, comes home late, all that. And they don't have they didn't have, I feel like they have a different relationship with my mom from the one I have. I feel like I see my mom more as I don't know how to say, my friend vibes, and not like someone who I feel like, I love my mom so much. I love my mom so much, but this is unfiltered, and we are going to say it just as is. Mom, I know you're watching this, and I think we've also talked about this at some point, and yeah, that's just how things are. Because now, every time anything happened, we're the one who is like solving it together. She tells me her problems, I tell her mine. And with my mom, I just associate responsibility with her. We have a very strong relationship together, but it's very different from the relationship that my siblings have with her. And I usually feel like I deserve better. I sometimes also deserve to be a child like my sister, because it's very easy for my mom to, like, okay, I don't know, but there's a way that my mom treats them like kids more than she treats me like a kid, I guess. And I think it happens to most firstborn. So if you are out there and raising kids, parent out there, please, please, please don't let your children parent their siblings if there's a solution or if there's an option, please, because it affects us way later in life in a way that you don't understand. Maybe you think you also don't know, because it's our first time living, the all of us. It's first time for us to live here, and we don't have it all figured out. But I would appreciate, and you are going to do your kid best if you don't let them parent their siblings. It comes with a burden, and there's a way that it puts, or put the mind, or there are some psychological whatever that goes on that builds a foundation that now our character and habits are built on, that are really not healthy for this outside world. For example, being a firstborn made me very way hyper independent at an early age in life. When I was supposed to be a kid, I was being an adult. So me, I've known being an adult all my life. So it's hard for me to ask for help. This leads to burnout. This leads to being used. This leads to a lot of resentment sometimes when it comes to family, when you think of them, which is should not be there, because my family is a very loving family, and that's my greatest gift. I love them to death. But I wouldn't say that if options were given, I'll be freely like me. I want to spend the rest of my life at home. I feel better when I'm not at home. When things goes to worse, and when things goes from bad to worse, or once in a while, I feel like I go home for my mom to like help me and soothe me and stuff. But I don't say that I will be very okay living at home the rest of my life, which I think is not healthy. Why? Because I associate home with responsibility, and I've been being the responsible one for the longest time, which is not supposed to be the case. Home should be home, and should not be like home is work. And if you are a parent out there, maybe a first time mom, or you are listening to these, raise your firstborns, right? Give them the opportunity to be kids like just the other kids, so that they can grow together. Another thing, this also there's a way it affected the relationship between me and my brother. Okay, I didn't parent my little sister as much. It was just the normal basics of maybe cooking for her, but most of the time I wasn't like a full-time caregiver, because we are close. I'm like 2 years older than her, so we didn't get that time. I couldn't parent her. But for my brother, we're like 4 years apart, so I was like his caregiver for the longest time. But now this really placed our relationship between me and my brother to be more of parent kid rather than siblings. It's right now that we are bigger, because my brother just turned 20, that now I'm actively trying and putting it in my mind not to see him as the kid he was, but to see him as also an individual who is an adult, who can make his decisions, who can face his consequences without overparenting him. My brother once told me, I'm big now, I don't need your care anymore. And that really stuck with me. Like, I was being overly protective of him, overly responsible for him, because that's what I've seen him be. That's what I've been to him even at an early age. So we are trying to repair that relationship, and me be a sister to him more than like a mother to him, because at the end of the day, he's not my kid, but he is my brother, and he deserves the sister love, not the motherly love. And this could be avoided if I wasn't like a parent to him, which I don't regret I don't regret being a parent to him. I just say that life would be better, and we could have better dynamics and better relationship faster if the dynamic was different. Another thing, it the being the firstborn and being overly responsible has made me, or it made me develop people pleasing. I was a people pleaser. I'm not sure if I'm not anymore, but it's something that I'm actively trying to heal even to date. And it was a pandemic. Being a people pleaser is a pandemic, and if you're also healing and trying to heal it through, I'll just like to encourage you that eventually it gets better, but it's a journey that you have to walk through. And in this one, you are alone in healing people pleasing, because people pleasing makes you put other people's needs before you. It gets you used, and that happens in relationships, friendships. The kind of people you're going to attract if you are a people pleaser are the people who need help. And I watched that in my past relationship, be it romantic and friendships. I always attracted those people who needed help, and it made me attach my value to me being helpful, which is not, it shouldn't be like that. But why? Because my childhood, being a firstborn, I had to be the bigger one, I had to be the resourceful one, I had to be the understanding one. And now every time those happens, I was praised. So I attached my value to being useful. I also attached my value to being needed, things that I didn't know back then. So if you need help, if I am in a very bad situation, but your situation is also bad, I can handle my bad. Let me help you. And this just makes you attract people who need help, people who are losers, people who are users, narcissists, and it's not a good thing. So I blame that to my childhood, but at the same time, right now, I didn't choose that, but I can choose a different path, which I'm choosing, which is healing. I'm healing my people pleasing by setting boundaries, saying no, giving only when my cup. Okay, that's a lie. I'm still struggling with that because I'm a chronic overgiver. Right now in life, in the space where I am, that came out loud when I also had now resources. How badly it could get. Sometimes I'd rather go hungry, because I remember this incident in campus with a friend. Right now, that's when I'm realizing it's my people pleasing that attracted me to this friend. But this friend didn't show me whom she is really. She used me in a way that sometimes we both, campus struggles. We are both lacking the money for maybe food, but I'd rather we have little, let's say so. I never lacked food, by the way. We had little, but I'd rather sacrifice my little and give her. Turns out that she actually didn't have little. She had more. It's only that if she knew that she'll say this to me, I'll be very empathetic and give and give and give and give. That relationship ended, yes, but if I was better, it could be better. I could have attracted better. Right now, I'm in more better friendships, and I know how to say no. I know how to set boundaries. And sometimes if I could, I still give myself grace and be like, maybe I couldn't do it right now, but next time I will. And that slowly and being graceful with myself and being empathetic with myself has helped me heal my people pleasing, which I won't say is 100% over, but we're still walking that journey. We are keeping it moving, literally. So that's another thing. Also, being a firstborn, and the in that dynamic, there's also it caused me to be a person who poorly chooses men. That's hard, but my past relationships have been very poor in dating choices. You feel because of this how do we call it, the subconsciously, your subconscious is looking for something similar to the conditions you grew up in, and these conditions are things that are situations whereby you are the one to help, you are the responsible one. So even in relationship, you are subconsciously attracting places, people who need that. So you're going to attract people who need help. I've been the strong one in my previous relationships. I've been the one to be the one who is understanding, which I'm not proud of, because these things also wound you in a way that is very hard to heal. Over time, you heal it, but with good level of self-awareness, and it's a journey you walk on. So if you're a firstborn, be very careful. There's some dynamics that you go through that build your subconscious level in a way that you are going to only attract people who are needy, people who need you to help, people who need you to be the bigger person, people who need you to be the understanding one. And I don't blame these people, because the law of attraction is real. You attract sometimes opposite. The law of attraction is real. So if you want to give help, you'll attract people who need help. But the truth is, and the reality is, if you're a feminine woman, if you're a woman, not even a feminine one, you should be the receiver, not the giver. As a woman, you should be the receiver and not the giver. But the firstborn dynamics makes you be like the opposite of it, which doesn't work well, because at the end of the day, men don't value women who help them. I guess they don't value women who are like the providers, because that's the opposite of nature. The man should be the one who is providing. He should be the one who is stepping up, protecting you, fighting for you. And right now I know how to make better choices because of this, but I know there's also a firstborn out there who might also be still struggling with it. Let me tell you, I'd say put yourself first and choose what's good for you, not what you feel is good for you. I'd say separate your feelings from yourself and choose what's good for you. If you know all of us do know what's good for us. A good sleep is good for you. A good man who is good for you. The one who doesn't need your help doesn't depend on you emotionally or financially or in any way. The one who is coming to nurture you, to grow you, to strengthen you, to elevate you. That's the man who is good for you. Sometimes your feelings is more attracted to people who need your help. The other way around. I'd say resist as possible how hard that might be. Just resist and it will help you. Another thing, it has given me, being a firstborn, that's not help, has made me such a hyper independent woman. Maybe that's why I used to attract people who need those hyper independent women. It made me very hyper independent in such a way that I'm fast paced, which I love. I'll speak about the positive side of that. I'm fast paced. I'm like, if you're not going to do it like shh, then I'll do it. I don't rely on people. It's hard for me to also trust that someone will help me. Maybe because it was hard for me to get help when I was younger. I don't know. But that hyper independence is not a good thing. Why? Because if you prove to this world that you can do it alone, the world will let you do it alone over and over again. And this causes burnout. Sometimes you are becoming bitter. It's not just a good thing, because you overwork yourself, might lead to you being sick, you don't enjoy what you're doing, or sometimes you start now regretting not liking your job, even things you're passionate about. So hyper independence is not good. Balance, I believe in balance. This is something I'm also struggling with. I'm trying to heal it, but I'm way better here. I delegate more. I'm like, if I can't do it, I'll seek for help. I've become someone who is way better at seeking for help, especially the more of this year and even late last year. I'll be like, if I can't do it, I can't do it. Also, I don't move over and abroad for people. I'm trying to be like, let me do that for myself, because you can only show up the best when you are full yourself. There's something that Lydia KM said that really stuck with me. If you are acting for someone to choose you, or you are doing good things for someone to choose you, be it friendship or a romantic relationship, then you are denying these people the freedom to choose you for whom you are, because you're trying to show up even if you don't feel like showing up. You're trying to overgive, or you're trying to be there all the time even if you aren't supposed to, or you can't naturally, but because you don't want to disappoint them, you decide to show up. Means that you are denying these people the freedom to choose you for whom you actually are. When you say no, you are still you. When you say no to that party that you really don't want to go, you are still you. But if you say yes so that these people can choose you, then you are giving them the wrong impression of who you are. So that's something I live by. Right now, I'm trying to be more like, if I need help, if I can't do it, I'll say no. I also believe in the principle of you can change your mind. And that's something that has carried me over in life as a people pleaser. I can change your mind. If I told you, yes, I can send you that 10,000, I can change my mind 5 minutes later. And that's okay, and tell you, actually, this and this has happened, and and that has helped me. On the other side, enough of the negative side, there are positive sides of being a firstborn, or the habits that I've built from being a firstborn that has helped me. And number one is now success in entrepreneurship. You remember the over responsibility, those character, and I think maybe this is why most men are successful than women, maybe because naturally men are the providers, so you are the responsible one, so you have higher chances of making it in life because you have to give, you have to be responsible for someone, maybe, I don't know, but being responsible is a very necessary trait in entrepreneurship. And because I was responsible way young in life, even in campus, I was hustling my way up, trying to find my money, and it has helped me. Now I'm financially independent at 24 years old without help, self-made, no inheritance, and comparing even with life for my peers, I'm way better because of that. Another thing is the leadership skills. Being a firstborn taught me good leadership skills, good management, being patient, hearing this story, not having to do it right, like being a good leader, not having to punish all the time, praising when the praise is needed, like managing my siblings when my mom wasn't around helped me be a good leader. And those are skills that, however much you can learn some in leadership schools, some only experience can teach you. I think I know I'm a good listener. I know I'm a good manager in terms of managing people and situations. I don't like managing people, which is true because I'm also very emotional, but it has taught me good empathetic skills, good analytical skills, seeing that this is the problem and these are the possible outcomes and these are the risk, and weigh the risk and the possible outcomes, the risk and the profits of the risk and the advantages and the disadvantages, and seeing which is the best fit solution for this situation. Those are some of the things that I think only being in certain situations as a firstborn for long taught me, and it's enough that I practice for longer time that now helps me in my business. I am able to move with time because business means speed. If you want to succeed, there are things that you need to do sharp. There are risks that you have to take. You have to take those risks and you have to weigh your options. What are the outcomes? And you have to plan for the outcomes, not going according to your plans as well. And those are things that has helped me thrive in business faster. Because DV Organics is 3 years old. We are now turning 4 next year, but the first year I usually don't count it, so I'd say it's been fully operational for 2 years, but we are having millions in sales per month, and I don't I know, and I think it's way more successful than its peers in business, I'd say so. And I know that even this channel, if I employ the strategies that I know and you support me, we are going far, we are going international, okay? Yeah, so firstborn made me very responsible, and that helps me in business. Another thing, being a strong leader, good management skills, good risk-taking ability. Another thing is boldness. I think this world is taken not by the wisest people, not by the wealthiest, but the people who are most confident and bold, regardless of age, gender, race. If you are not confident, if you are not bold, you can't move far. Being bold and being confident is some attributes that I think I grew up with, and I had to grow up with them. So I don't have issues with self-esteem. If someone comes comment bad on this video, or if someone attacks me in a way, I'm way confident to be and understand like that's their perspective, not who I am actually. So my value is not rooted in anything outside of me. And that's something that I've learned as a firstborn. Because you can do anything else that can be taken away. My confidence is not there. My value is not attached to it. It's not attached to how I speak. It's not attached to my business. It's not attached to my siblings or my family. It's not attached to what people say about me. It's not attached to anything my partner is going to say about me. It's just who I am. It's my core essence. It's Volin. And I believe that there's truly only one Volin in this world. And that's me. And no one can duplicate that. And if you think that's not me, then I think you are the problem. So those are being very confident at early age and being very bold has helped me and enabled me to take some risk and steps that and knock doors that I think people will think that I'm not supposed to, but it has gained me success. It has helped me be where I am. It has helped me run a business. It has helped me grow financially, even emotionally, my self-awareness journey, and try new things. Actually, This, we used to do interviews here all the time. And I say that where I am right now, financially, that's not doable and consistently, because there's a level of consistency I want to achieve on YouTube. That is at least 2 to 3 videos per week. But I can't pay production in guests and all that every other time because I can't afford that right now. So I thought that would be the whole strategy for Unfiltered. But when it didn't work, I was like, let's just shift a direction. I also want to build my personal brand, and my personal brand is me, is not the guest. So I said, you know what? I'm going to sit in front of that camera. I'm going to be the one speaking, and you people are going to listen. And now, see, you are listening. And we are going to get to 100,000 subscribers, and we are going to take those models, and we are going to have international brands you're working with. They're going to come, and you're going to be part of this community to witness this. So being confident really matters, because you trust in your decisions. You don't have go asking for everyone, because the best way to fail is ask everyone. You don't go around asking for advice. You just decide and trust that your decision is the best, and you go after it. And it has helped me. Another thing, I'm now learning to reparent myself, now being a firstborn, and I've also known things not to be a better parent. I'm going to have kids, and I want twins. Actually, I'm going to have kids, I'm going to get married, I'm going to have, I'm just a family woman, yeah, and I love that. I love the stability that comes with a partner and a good loving family. I am from one good loving family that I love, and I would like to create one which is a way better one. So eventually I'll want to have kids. I know being a firstborn has taught me how to raise my kids better, how to let them be kids, and right now I'm just learning to maybe reparent myself, be the Volin that little Volin needed right now, and do that in gentle ways possible. Of course, it's not like a shui turn. It's slowly but we are surely getting there, and that's why this is the unfiltered circle where we keep it moving. It's not like we are there yet. We are still moving in there. We are going in there. So if you're a firstborn, share this video with a firstborn that you know. But if you're also a firstborn, let me know some of the lessons that being a firstborn has taught you, and how you've been able to overcome some of them. What are the lessons? What are the good sides? What are the bad sides? Let's share for our fellow firstborn community. Thank you for watching to this far. Please stay tuned for the next episode, and see you in the next one. Bye.